Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki here, and I know we are all getting ready to pull out the Christmas items if you have not already done so, but it's also the perfect time to start decluttering your Christmas items. If you can get rid of them before Christmas, then it makes after Christmas a cinch to pack up. So let's get started in talking about some tips that you can use to declutter that Christmas stuff before the Christmas holiday even kicks off. The first tip that I want to share with you is to really, when you pull everything out, to get it categorized and sorted. Because if you can categorize and sort all of your Christmas items in one big large space, the living room floor or a bedroom floor, the dining room table, wherever you have a large space, get your inventory out and start sorting it by color. You want to put all those items that are the same color together. And this is going to be fun. It's something that the kids can do. Just everybody can grab Christmas items and group them by color. Because why you want to group it by color is because then you can look at your different themes. Because typically for the holidays, you have a color theme that you go with each year. It may be red one year, it may be green another year. So your Christmas decor may be very varied in different colors. And if you put all that stuff together, it could feel like a bunch of clutter. It can feel overwhelming trying to pick the pieces out you want for the color choice of that year. Along with it can help you pare down colors and themes that are no longer colors that you relate to in your home. So take everything out, get all the bins out, and then start grouping all of your items by color. Then once you have them by color, what you want to do is you want to then go to each color, each section or room. You can even do one color in each room if you have a lot of Christmas decor. And then you want to get into that space and say we're dealing with red. And you want to then categorize all of the items by what they are. Put all the bulbs together, put all of the trees together, put all of the ribbon together. And so that you have them categorized into their different categories. Because friends, what this is going to do is let you know what you need to pare down. Because if you're looking at all this ribbon, you can pick out the ribbon that is ratty, that's no longer looks good. You can pick out the ribbon that is dated, that you know you're never going to put that Christmas ribbon back in your house. Or you can pick out the ribbon that is just too small to even use. It's just scrap and you know that you won't use it, which, you know, you can use just about anything to decorate as far as little scraps. But just, it makes it easier to see your inventory and then get rid of it. And so I encourage you to do this before you get into the art of decorating your house, because it really is going to save you on the back end, and it's going to feel so good having this stuff out of your house before Christmas. Along with it, it gives you the opportunity, friends, to be a blessing to someone less fortunate. Because if you pare down your Christmas things now and you donate them or you give them to a family member or whatever the case may be, you're helping someone else have a beautiful Christmas and be able to decorate their home with things that are no longer a love for you in your home, but it may be something, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And so it'll give you the ability to really bless someone else. But if you do it after Christmas, it's a whole year before someone would benefit from it. A lot of times donation centers get so much stuff after Christmas, they start kind of cutting off what they will take. So doing it now is really the ideal time. The next thing I want to say on that, my next tip is have a Christmas decor party where you have and it's not for celebrating Christmas per se, it's where you take all those things that you don't want and you put it in the dining room table, spread it out, and then you invite those family and those friends over. You give them a bag and you let them shop your stash. You let them shop all of the stuff that you've identified that you don't want, and you don't have to even take it to Goodwill or take it to a donation center. You are giving it to people that you know are going to appreciate it, people that you know need it, that are going to love it. And maybe even it stays in the family so that you can enjoy it when you go to their house. But it is another way of kind of moving that stuff away from your house. The next thing, friends, is once you get your inventory down to what is your inventory, then you want to think about space. How much space do you have and what do you realistically need? So if you're in a smaller house, but you have enough decorations to decorate 15 houses, then it's time to just pare down to what you really need for your space. And I tell you, a lot of times you will see folks, they'll have, and I've been guilty of that, will have tons of decorations. And it's not necessarily that we use them all the time, but it's kind of like a school teacher. Sometimes you're scared, they're scared to let go. I notice when I'm working with teachers in decluttering their classrooms, they hate to get rid of anything because they feel like they're going to need it. And so they just hoard and hold and hold and hold and hold. But sometimes when you hold so much, you don't even know what you have because it's too much for your environment. It's too much for your space. And so you don't want to do that with your Christmas decor. You want to have enough decor to accommodate beautifying your entire home. And that would just really, really help save space throughout the year of what you have to store away, and then make the process more enjoyable for decorating your home. The other thing, friend, is to know yourself. Like some of my clients, they know themselves well enough to know, look, every year I'm going to buy Christmas decorations because when the new Christmas decorations come out, that is my fun time. That it brings me joy to go out and buy new ornaments, or just kind of enjoy that process. And if that is you, that is totally fine. If that is what brings you joy and makes you happy. But what I'm sure doesn't make you happy is all the clutter from year after year after year after year of piling on these Christmas decor. So that's why it's important every year while you're pulling everything out, you do that declutter so that you can pass on those things that, one, does not accommodate the size of your home, and two, that will allow you to just have what you truly love. Because if you still have decorations that you used in 1995, you haven't used it since 1995, it's time to move them on so that you really have room for those 2022 new decorations that you just purchased. Next, friends, is to set limits for yourself. And how I like to set limits is by your containers. Have your set Christmas containers that you're going to store your items in, and that is your limitation. So, for example, if you have the organizers that you store your Christmas bulbs in, then you know that you're going to tell yourself, I'm only going to keep this amount. I'm not going to buy any more than I can fit in this organizer or these organizers. And when I max out, I have to declutter and remove some to make place for the new to move in, or I just don't get anything new. So setting those limitations can help you really create a very streamlined Christmas accessory station or storage. Next, friends, get rid of all of those damaged Christmas items. And a lot of things get damaged because, we don't store them properly, which is another tip of mine. Be sure to store your things properly because they're going to be tucked away all year. And a lot of Christmas decor and the bulbs and things are really easy to break. And so you really want those organizers that really fit your system and fit your Christmas decor. So for the bulbs, because every single year, you're going to have Christmas bulbs. They may change out the colors, but you're going to have Christmas bulbs. It's so worth it to invest in an organizer that is specifically made to store your Christmas bulbs. This has been huge for me. I love my organizer. I will link everything that I can find down below. So if you're looking for organizers for your Christmas bins, you can definitely use the links down below. But it really is a small investment that is going to last you an entire lifetime. So that is huge. Also, it helps you identify your spacing. You're not always trying to fit a box here or fit a box there or trying to figure out what is in this box. You know where your Christmas bulbs, where your Christmas wreaths are. It's really easy to identify, and it really keeps them from breaking, and it really is proper storage for those items. The other thing is to label your Christmas bins appropriately. Now, you may not want, and there's different ways to do that, friends, seriously. If you want to just not label, you're not into the labeling thing, you can just get red Christmas bins or blue or green or something that identifies that this is Christmas items without it being labeled. Because for me, sometimes I don't necessarily have to have all of a room in a certain bin. I like my Christmas items to be organized, but in a way that I can just enjoy pulling them out and putting them here and switching things up. So just having a colored bin that identifies this is my Christmas stash can keep things simple, because when you go to storage to get your bins, you can just tell your husband or a friend or whoever's doing it for you, grab all the red bins, and you have all of your Christmas items. Another thing that is great, and I have shared this before, and I'll put it in the link in the description box below. But QR coding your bins, whether it's your garage or your Christmas items, your Christmas bins, is so great because what you do, and it's all of 10 to 20 bucks for to do this whole system. But what you do is you take the QR code sticker, you put it onto the bin, and then you lay everything out that's going in that bin. You snap a picture of it and connect it through the app onto this QR code. And that way, when you go and you scan that bin, it shows you everything that is in that box. It also is great because you can at any time always have access to see everything that's in all of your bins. It helps when you go to shop for the new year. It also can save you money because you can swipe that before you even go out shopping and see what inventory you have. A lot of times we go out and buy Christmas decor when the stores are putting the new Christmas things out. But then when we go through our Christmas bins, we forgot about that beautiful Santa we had or that beautiful table runner for Christmas we had. But by setting up your system to use the QR code, you always have your inventory on your phone so that you can swipe through it and kind of see what you have on hand before you buy anything or before you even take your bins out of storage. So friends, those are a few of my decluttering tips that I wanted to share with you. I also want to share with you, friends, I have a holiday decluttering guide that will help you declutter that holiday decor. So if you would like my free guide, definitely click in the description box below and you can take advantage of that. And friends, I hope that you really have enjoyed today's video. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you here. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely click that like button so that I know that this is kind of the content, some of the content that you enjoy me sharing with you. Have a beautiful day, my friends, and have so much fun, not only decluttering your Christmas decor, but also putting it away. I will see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.